Children are the world's most valuable resource and its best hope for the future. John F. Kennedy. Greetings, dear honorable judges and audiences. My name is Karaninda Siregar as Mahasiswa Berprestasi Diploma Program Universitas Gadjah Mada 2021. Through this informative video, I will raise my voice on issues of SDGs target number 16, which is peace, justice, and strong institutions. Pandemic COVID-19 has become our enemy since the beginning of 2020. Despite of the facts that we, as human race, has fought against this pandemic unendlessly and difficultly, do you believe that there are some other people who are trying to survive harder than the others? Do you believe while we are trying to survive in the middle of this COVID-19 pandemic on this level, there are some other people who are trying to survive on this level amidst this pandemic COVID-19? Those people are vulnerable groups who are not just fighting against COVID-19 virus, but they also need to think about their survival, health, and safety because they also fighting against human trafficking. Human trafficking is a crime that involves coercing or compelling persons into service or labor or to engage into commercial sex actions. This is indeed a phenomenon, and this is still happening even until today. Most of the trafficking leads to sexual exploitations. Exploitations is driven by poverty, corruptions, uneven development, gender discriminations, traditional and cultural practices, natural disasters, and the lack of political will to end it. We cannot deny that there are some vulnerable groups who need us to protect them. And one of the vulnerable groups is children. Based on the data, on annual basis each year worldwide, there are 100,000 children being trafficked. And in Indonesia, there are 100,000 children and women being trafficked each year, which 43% of them involving those who are just as young as 14 years old. And generally, the child trafficking involving those who are just 17 years old. This whole child trafficking, this phenomenon, has even gotten worse since the pandemic. Based in Indonesia's Ministry of Children Protections and Women Empowerment, there are increasement of child trafficking cases since the pandemic since early of 2020, which 80% of the case increasement are sexual exploitations. This needs our concern. This needs to become our top priority. Although the United Nations has committed to ensure that vulnerable groups are not left behind in responding to the COVID-19 pandemic, and Indonesia has ratified some legal instruments in children protections, but other traditional factors such as early marriage and lack education for girls are among others still becoming the factors that facilitating child trafficking. This is our duty to care, to take actions, to make our goals in SDGs target number 16.2, which is to protect children from abuse, violence, exploitations, and trafficking come true. In order to do this, we need to enforce the law comprehensively, from substantial, structural, and cultural approaches. Besides that, we also need to grow awareness among the society to finally correct the social system without eradicating our cultural identity. This is our battlefield to finally combat child trafficking, because as John F. Kennedy once said, that children are the world's most valuable resource and its best hope for the future. Thank you.